Yep.
We got some comics that took place after the Peacekeeper Wars.
He was the writer of the story. He's the one that created the show.
Actually, no. No, I looked him up. He wasn't the creator of the show, but he was one of the primary writers.
Excellent.
And he was one of 3 central people to making it.
Yeah, and we also got to meet Lar and Sommers of LFG, Looking for Group.
Yes.
And Least I Could Do. I even got Lars and Sommers to autograph both a poster and their 3 graphic novels.
Yep, and I got them to sign their 2 Beginnings books, which are really great. They took me back to Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, they're very Calvin and Hobbesy.
Oh yeah,
Calvin and Hobbesy.
Well, we grew up with those comics, and they're cherished memories.
Yeah, nostalgia just kind of overflowed. Actually, that whole con was one big nostalgia trip.
Oh, was it ever?
I got to meet a lot of good artists at that at the artist panel too, like that. Give me a moment. Sorry.
While he's busy looking up names, I'll gab about some of the new stuff that we got to see at the con that wasn't very nostalgia oriented. For example, Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah.
I could not pull him away from that panel.
I'm sorry, but it's stuff that hasn't been shown to the world yet. I was very excited. For those of you who haven't seen anything yet or haven't been keeping up, but you do actually like the series, I know this is getting rather long-winded, but they have improved so much. You will not be disappointed with the new game. Seriously.
And I would like to point out that I still haven't finished Assassin's Creed 1.
Yeah, you need to get on that. I mean, I've been keeping up my promise and playing Fallout 3, so I'm going to finish that for you.
I'll try and finish Assassin's Creed, because I know I'm really going to like the ending because of the whole crazy alien connection or advanced technology connection. And by the way, that artist was Amy Pronovost. She's an illustrator of really cool, kind of cutesy characters and stuff like that. She's on DeviantArt. You guys gotta check her out.
Yeah, didn't she give you an Ewok? Is a wicket with dual-wielding lightsabers?
Yeah, she did a commission for me, and I was like, and she's like, well, what do you want me to draw? It's like, can you draw a wicket with a lightsaber? And she was really happy to do it. I was happy. Yeah, her DeviantArt account is Arty Ewok, ARTYEWOK. That's the second shout-out I've done this week.
The second one you've done today.
Yeah. But yeah, she was a really great artist. I liked her stuff immensely. And there's some other ones. You bought those 2 posters with video games. I'm not sure if you remember that person's name though.
Don't ask me right now. I know the person. I've had their DeviantArt page favorited for a long time now.
Maybe our next podcast will do that.
Oh yeah, totally.
Also, we got to see a panel with Udon Crew, and that I wasn't 100% kind of motivated to go see that, but once I went in there and saw that was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
hearing that those North American company that was doing artwork for a Japanese company and they were getting
and they pretty much had a monopoly over any other art company out there.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I mean, it was to the point that Capcom thought that they had a monopoly on them.
Yeah.
And it's wow, that's that's high praise right there.
Yeah, it's Konami was afraid to go visit them because they thought that they were they had a monopoly over Capcom, and it's no, we're just doing their stuff for them. Oh yeah, and then we got to talk with Lance Henriksen. FYI, Millennium movie's coming out, and I was very happy to hear about that. I'd only seen a few episodes of the show, but I think I'm gonna have to end up buying them and watching them again because those were fantastic. I mean, come on, it's Frank Black. It's Lance fucking Henriksen. I'm sorry, I have such a fan crush over Lance Henriksen. He's just made of awesome.
But for those of you who haven't met him or haven't had a chance to, speak to him or listen to him talk, he is a very, very personable guy.
And people will listen
to this. And exceptionally
friendly.
friendly, my God.
Oh, I know. I was surprised. I shook his hand a couple of times when we were doing the autograph, and he really liked the sketch. He looked at it for a good 5 minutes. And I was like, wow. I thought I was kind of thinking he was just being nice, because the sketch, but no, he seemed fairly sincere. So
yep.
I
kind of like how he got distracted so easily though. Someone in a costume walks across the room, is like, "Oh my God, that man has a chainsaw!"
And he's coming near me, and he's just that kind of reminds me of a story back. Oh no, I won't tell it. Yeah.
Oh, that guy has so many great stories to tell about his movies.
And he's so humble because not humble, maybe humble. Because he keeps I'm just boring you guys, aren't I? And he's no, you really aren't. You could spend a whole day talking to us, and it would be awesome.
Yeah, that was actually rather fun. I'm glad you convinced me to go there.
Yeah. Well, come on, it's Lance Henriksen. So you didn't even know who he was even back in the day, at the moment.
Pretty much. I mean, I've only ever seen Aliens once.
Yeah,
Just once.
We need to fix that. But yeah, seriously, Pumpkinhead, you guys got to see it. That's one of his best works because it's like he plays the southern hillbilly dude so epically, and it's just so many. Every movie he does, he's awesome at it. So just see all his movies. Just go to IMDb, type in Lance Henriksen. No, type in Lance freaking Henriksen, and you'll probably find like a nice little list of awesome movies.
By the way, the cultist has not been bribed into doing any of this.
No, not at all.
They're not endorsing him in any way. It's just being a fan.
This is why my name is the Review
Nobody
Cultist,
gave us a dump truck full of money. Not at all.
No, because
I wish.
As a cultist, like I am a cultist that reviews my most like my fandom. I'm a fanatic. I'm a cultist. That's why I'm called the Review Cultist. It's because I'm a fan of many things.
Speaking of cultists, let's talk about cults. What does the cultist know about cults?
I know there are 3 main ones in Canada. One of them is like something called the Knights of the Sun or something, or maybe that's from True Blood.
I think you got your fantasy bleeding over into reality here.
There's an Alberta. There's one in Alberta. It's something about like the sun, or it's about like something about the Christian. It's a fanatical Christian cult. Wait, isn't that just Christians? Oh,
that's harsh.
You're going to hell now.
As if we weren't already.
Yeah.
But well, let's see what we got here.
Of course, our hell won't be fire and brimstone. It'll be like little baby Arnold from Junior.
Don't go into that, please.
Yeah,
here we go.
Don't see that movie.
Order of the Solar Temple.
Yeah, Order of the Solar Temple. That's the one.
And there's these are groups classified as doomsday religious movements by the CSI.
Segueing just quickly out of that for a second, or jumping a train for that quickly.
Not segue, Sieg.
Sieg, whatever. Okay,
a segue is a jumping train for walking around on.
Jumping a train for a second. We were at the con. We did notice that there was actually a doomsday Christian cult there too, because there was a Christian truck.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Outside the con for the whole day of Saturday.
The end is nigh.
The end is nigh. Like the end of the world.
I thought they were like doing like a thing for Watchmen at first.
At first we thought it was for the Watchmen, but no, this guy actually had like an exact date, like May 21st, 2011 is the end of the world.
It was like October actually.
Was it October? Damn it! Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I remember being pissed off about that because it was like right before Halloween. Yep. And he was like, they were handing out pamphlets and stuff like that. It's like, read them, use them what you will, eat them for all I know, for all I care. It's like just they were just ridiculous. It's like they had like 3 or 4 guys with like shirts saying the end is coming, repent for your sins and stuff like that. And then there were people in line just like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a huge party that day. It's like, oh, I don't think you'll be doing that, but okay.
The thing that I find hilarious is that these cults have existed for decades and decades, hell, even centuries.
Yeah.
And they're always wrong. And yet they manage to get these huge following of people who believe that the end is coming.
It's because people want to believe in something.
Why do you want to believe that the world's coming to an end?
Because
what is wrong with you people?
The majority of the human race is a very paranoid society.
I don't know. Personally, I like living. If someone told me that immortality was nigh, I might get on that. But the end? Yeah, no.
I think people
You're going to need to be a lot more convincing than giving me quotes out of a book, or hell, even from third-party sources that aren't from the main books.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I can't believe it, especially when there's been so many phonies in the past.